You're listening to the Water Cooler Edits with Chris and Rich.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Water Cooler Edit with MyBayut with myself, Chris, and Rich.
Hi Chris, how are you?
I'm alright, Rich, how are you doing?
I'm very good, and it's great to be here.
We have now launched our market report for both Bayut and dubizzle for 2022, where we're comparing Q4 to Q1, so it's Q4 of 2021 to Q1 of 2022.
Absolutely.
And saying Mirdif is the most popular for renting affordable villas in Dubai, Rich. Now, this comes at a little bit as a surprise for me because Mirdif is kind of that area that seemed to be a little bit out there. It does have a lot of amenities. Obviously, it's got a lot of schools, shopping malls. It's close to the airport. Plus, it's close to a lot of highways. And they've got things like the Dubai Safari Park popping up behind it. But see, I've grown up here a long time. And to me, Mirdif has always been that far out area. And if we look at the other areas that are included within the most popular for renting affordable villas, we've got places like Damac Hills 2, which is brand new, isn't it? It's one of these newer, not operations.
Yeah. Dubai is becoming bigger, so it's spreading out. So all these places that we used to think are very, very far out and not quite as far as they used to be, plus the road connections have improved, etc., etc. So I think Mirdif just considered to be such a family-friendly area and more affordable, similar type areas across the Emirate. I think that gets it. It's always popular.
Like you said, Rich, a 3-bedroom house or villa in Mirdif will set you back only 89,000 dirhams. There are more expensive apartments to rent in the United Arab Emirates in select locations, which we'll get to later, of course, than there would be to rent a villa in Mirdif.
Affordable is all relative, right? But an average of 89,000 for a 3-bed in Mirdif, an average of 112,000 for a 4-bed in Mirdif, and an average of 129,000 dirhams for a 5-bed in Mirdif. You can see with those prices why it is such a popular area. And like I say, like we've discussed previously, all the amenities, the schools, the hospitals, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be disappearing from the market report anytime soon, from the most popular. I think it'll stick around.
So I've been looking now at luxury side of things. Now, Jumeirah has been always an iconic place to live. And looking at it here on our report here for both Bayut and dubizzle, in Q1, it was the most popular area. And I can understand why. You have amazing views, easy access to the beach, so many facilities, schools, amenities, you name it. I think you can get everything. And it's just an incredible strip of road.
I can see why people like to live around there. I mean, it's buzzy, it's vibrant, there's a whole lot going on. You're pretty much in the centre of almost everything, You do pay for it as well, as we can see from the Q1 market report. I mean, you're talking an average for a 4-bed villa in Jumeirah of 236,000 dirhams. That was a rise of 14% from Q4 2021. And then looking at a 5-bed, you'll pay an average of 294,000 dirhams. And for a 6-bed villa, this is a whopper, you will pay average of 461,000 dirhams. 6-bed villa in Jumeirah. I would imagine if you can afford that villa is going to be pretty special. But I'd want a swimming pool. If there's no swimming pool, I'm not happy.
You could definitely get a swimming pool. I'm pretty sure you can get more than just a swimming pool. You should see some of the houses down in Jumeirah there. Now, looking through the rest of the list, Rich, this is price scale, especially going from 4-bedroom to 6-bedroom, is mighty impressive when you look at things. I mean, the lowest one we have here in the luxury segment is 197,000, and that's in Al Basha. Again, a very popular area. Lots of malls, lots of schools. Yep. Again, a lot of facilities around you as well. Easy access to the motorways as well.
Healthcare facilities, everything, right?
Yeah, and a little bit far away from the airports, but it's kind of, let's say it's in the middle of the two. But Rich, I want to ask you something. Let's move on now from luxury villas to luxury apartments. Now, this is another area that I'd really like to live in as well at some point. So this is kind of like a game of how well do you know the market report, how well do you know the market, and how well do you know me?
I'm going to fail this miserably. I know. But go for it. Hit me with it.
I've got no faith.
I'm ready for the humiliation.
You made me upset. I'm gonna get cried out of the corner. No, it's okay. So we've got 5 different areas, and we're ranging from 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom. We're not including studios in the market report here. I want you to tell me what you think the most popular area to rent a luxury apartment in Dubai with 2 bedrooms
I guess downtown is considered luxury. The Palm, obviously, doesn't get much more luxurious than the Palm. But the one I'm leaving out at the moment, because it's the one I'm going to guess, I do have a little bit of insight here, because I know this has been the most popular in the past. So I'm going to hedge my bets that it's the most popular again. I'm going to go with the classic Dubai Marina.
Insert confetti, anything that makes it like woo, woohoo, because that is
that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Dubai Marina is the most sought after.
I should retire now. Sorry, that's it. That's me done, and that's the peak of my career, I think.
So you can drop your last name as well, and you just have a single name like Prince did, and then after a while, turn yourself into the symbol of Dubai Marina, and then done.
That's it. That's me done. Yeah,
your career in real estate is over. So yes, the most popular area to rent a luxury apartment is, of course, Dubai Marina, with average starting prices of a one-bedroom starting at $88,000. That's an increase of 9.24%. Now, Dubai Marinas, for me anyway, it's been a love-hate relationship, because the love side of it is because there's amazing views, there's amazing restaurants, nightlife, schools. I mean, I don't have kids, so it's not really something I need to worry about.
But a few nurseries, no schools.
The part that I'm really not fond of, really, is the amount of traffic lights and traffic and getting around there. Having your own car.
I knew you were going to say that.
Having your own car in Dubai Marina, probably not the best idea. However, saying that, it's not really a negative thing. Do you know why?
Why? Tell me.
Trams, we've got the water taxis, we've got water buses, walkways all over the place, and it is so easy to get around there. If I want to hop on over to the beach, if I'm living close enough to it, or even a short walk, I can get off into the tram, I can head off over down to JBR, and I think that's why Dubai Marina has been the most sought after luxury area to rent in.
I would agree with that. I think it's, considering where we are, where we live, I think it's one of the easiest areas to traverse without having your own vehicle, right? So as in public transport, there's a lot of stuff is in walkable distance. Obviously not in peak summer, I'm talking about the cooler months here. That's obviously how they've gone about designing it, because they always knew, because of the very nature of it, the traffic was potentially going to be an issue.
If you're someone who likes to have a bit of fun at night as well, you're quite close to some places as well where you can have a good time.
Good nightlife in Dubai Marina, right?
Yeah.
Restaurants, bars, nightclubs, the choices are plenty. Yeah, look, there's numerous reasons why people like living there, but some of the things you've mentioned there, I mean, look, waking up in the morning, seeing the sunrise over the ocean, or the sunrise over the marina, waterfront living, people love it, and it's understandable. So it's no surprise that it's top of the charts once again. We'll see what happens with in Q2, but I think Dubai Marina will take some shifting from the top spot.
I think it will be. Now, there's, of course, one other segment that we need to discuss, and that is the affordable side of things. Now, this is the one that kind of everybody's looking for. We have a few areas here. Okay, so again, we've got 5. This time, I'm going to give you 4 options, and you're going to tell me which of the 4 you think is the most sought after. We have Jumeirah Village Circle, or JVC. We have Al Nada. It doesn't clarify if this one is in... No, it is Dubai, never mind. Dubai and Deira. Now, which of the 4 do you think is the most popular?
Most popular for affordable apartments. Right, so what we're saying is most searched for on Bayut in Q1 2022 are those areas for affordable apartments. That's tough. That is tough, because you can see it being any of those areas, right?
Do you want to phone a friend 50-50?
Yeah, can I 50-50?
What was the other option as well? You'd phone a friend 50-50.
Ask the audience, but we can't
ask
really.
That's
not really a possibility.
We can open the door and ask the gentlemen's outside. 50-50 or phone a friend? Which of the 2 do you want?
I'm going to go with 50-50, please.
Okay, 50-50. So, we have Dubai.
Yeah.
And Jumeirah Village Circle. So I've removed 2 of the answers. I've removed Al Nada and Deira.
It's an area that's gained a lot of prominence in recent years, becoming way more established, more popular, basically. So I'm going to say that that popularity has continued to increase, and I'm going to go with JVC.
And you would be absolutely...
Wrong?
No, you're right.
Woohoo!
It is the most popular area. And again, no surprise, because there is a lot around JVC. I mean, you're right on the motorway. You've got buildings aplenty. You've got great facilities around you. Road network's a little bit bananas at times, but it still works. There's not a lot of traffic, at least when you go at certain times. Obviously, the rush hour commute in the morning is always going to be an issue, but that's
most places,
that's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
But again, JVC is another very popular area, and surprisingly enough, it's an affordable area to rent as well. So the studio will set you back 33,000 dirhams a year, and if you want something a little bit more spacious, you can get yourself a one bedroom at 48, or if you want that extra bedroom, 69,000 dirhams. So an extra 11,000 dirhams for an extra room from a one bedroom to a two bedroom. And that's actually a 7.78% increase from Q4 to Q1.
Still pretty competitive prices, right? I mean, look, I'm not here to tell anyone what's affordable and what's not. I mean, that's obviously relative to people's particular circumstances. But I think if you're looking for a two-bed apartment in an area that offers all the positives that JVC does, 69,000, an average of 69,000 is not too bad, huh? Too bad at all.
True.
You
And
know?
it's like we said before, it's a good area. There's a lot of things around you as well. Parks galore. I think if I count on one hand, better yet, I need three hands to count how many parks there are. So I need a third hand to borrow, possibly even a fourth, because there's so much there. It could be a walker's or even a cyclist paradise, because you've got so many things to see and do around there.
Provides, to an extent, an outdoor lifestyle, as much as we all know, like in the summer, things become very much indoor in Dubai. But when we do have those cooler months of the year, I think it does offer that outdoor lifestyle that a lot of people were looking for, right? As you say, like, jogging, cycling, etc., etc. It's nice to be not stuck in the gym. It's nice to be out there actually taking in the fresh air, and it offers those opportunities. Plus, there's supermarkets everywhere. It's just, look, basically, it's not a surprise, is it, that it's again ranking atop the charts.
And those are the four segments that we've looked at in the rental category. So we've got luxurious and we've got affordable. And of course, if you want to learn more, you can check out MyBayut about the Bayut and dubizzle Dubai rental report for Q1 2022. That brings an end to this episode of the Water Cooler Edit. Rich, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, next time we'll be discussing sales.
You're listening to the Water Cooler Edit with Chris and Rich.